In this session, I'm going to discussing about what are the different types of result sets in JDBC. Let's see. We have different types of result sets like forward only result set, scrollable result set, scrollable and updatable result set, and scrollable and read only result set. These are the main, okay, mainly, and we are keep on always working with these four result sets only. The first one is forward only result set, second one is scrollable result set, and third one is scrollable and updatable result set, and fourth one is scrollable and random only result set. Random only result set. Now let me give you a small explanation about each and every type individually first. Later we'll dig more information about each and every result set individually. So forward only result sets. Whatever the sessions I taken in JDBC up to now, we are always working with what? First one, forward only result set. Here the meaning is whenever we reading the data from the table, we are always we are always reading data from table from top to bottom. I have some records like this. So three records are there. First I can able to read first record, later second record, later third record. Sir, is there any possibility to read the data from bottom to top? No. That is what exactly forward only result set. Then scrollable result set. So what is the meaning of scrollable result set? Very simple. I have three records. Okay. Now with the help of scrollable result set, we can able to read the data from top to bottom, and also we can able to read the data from bottom to top. So this is what exactly scrollable result set. Again in the scrollable result set we have two types. One is the sensitive, another one is insensitive. Sensitive sensitive is useful for whenever we reading data from database. Okay. Now if I am doing any update operation in the table, automatically that updation will be affected to Java application. Nothing but that update value we can able to read in the Java application. So I created a connection with the database and start reading process. In the meanwhile of reading, some updation happen in the database. For example, one employee salary is 10,000. This 10,000 updated with 25,000. That updated value we can able to get from our Java application. That is called sensitive. That is called sensitive. If you are doing any modification by using update operator, update command, that updation we can able to read from Java application. That is sensitive. Scrollable and updatable result set. Scrollable and updatable result set means basically this updatable result set is designed for updating the database. Updating the database. Updating the database means only we are going to use DML commands. This is purely designed for DML. So here DML is nothing but what? Update, insert, delete. Whenever we want to update any information in database table from our Java application, we are using update command. Or if you want to insert any new record, we are using insert command. We are using a delete command. We are using delete command. Got it or not? Without using these queries, we can able to update the database. Without using insert, we can insert the new record into the database. Without without writing delete query, we can delete the record from the database. That is what exactly updatable result set. Updatable result set is designed for DML commands. Okay, nothing but update, insert, delete. But whenever we performing these type of operation like update, insert, delete from our Java application, we are always writing queries. Without writing queries, if you want to perform all these operations from our Java application on database table, we are always prefer updatable result set. Now, I required only reading from top to bottom, bottom to top, but I don't require this type of things. Then you can go for what? Read only. I want to read only records from top to bottom and bottom to top, but I don't require any this type of feature. Then you can go for what? Scrollable and read only result set. So like this, we have four types of result sets. Forward only result set, nothing but we can able to read the data from top to bottom, but not from bottom to top. Scrollable result, we can able to read the data from top to bottom as well as bottom to top. And scrollable update, nothing but we can able to perform update operation, insert operation, delete operation without writing any query in Java application. Okay. And fourth one is read only. I require only top to bottom and bottom to top reading process, but I don't want to use this approach. Then you can go for what? Read only result set. So like this, we have four types of result sets mainly. Now, how can we create and everything? We are going to see programmatically. What is forward only result set? So, if you want to read the records from database table to Java application, first we are going to create connection object. Later, you can go with either prepared statement or statement, whatever it may be. So here I'm taking like a statement st equal to count dot create statement. Yes. After that, I am creating result set object. Result set rs equal to st dot result set rs equal to st dot execute query. Execute query. Here I'm writing like select select product underscore id comma product underscore name comma product underscore price from product underscore info table. That's enough. So query is designed for data retrieving language, nothing but a select query purpose, and whatever the records which we have in the product info, all the records will come and stored in the rs, product id, product name, product price, and all these things. let me open let me open our SQL command line, and I'm communicating with connection. My username is system and password is Sai. Yes. Now let us check how many records are there in our product underscore info table. Currently we have currently we have five types of records, five records. Let us concentrate here. Yeah, this is what exactly our table information. This is what exactly our table. So whenever we writing this line of code, what happened in the background? What happened in the background? One database object, one result set object created. In that result set object, whatever the records we have in our table, everything will come and stored. Everything will come and stored. Yeah, this point aware about awareing by us. Okay, this is the table and this is the non-record area and these are the record areas. We people knew already this point. It's not a great. Okay, now this this table, especially by default, result set always pointing. Result set cursor always pointing to non-record area, nothing but columns. If you want to know about the column type, column, how many number of columns are there, column precision, column scale, all these things, we can go for result set metadata according to last video or last session. Okay, here we have a table like a protein info, and in that protein info table we have some records. Now I didn't mention what type of result set I required here. While creating statement object, I didn't inform to statement like what type of result set I required exactly. Okay, who is creating statement object? Connection object. Who is creating result set object? Statement object. So result set was created by statement. So we should inform statement, hello statement, I required forward only, I required scrollable, I required updatable, I required sensitive, I required insensitive. Am I telling all this type of information to statement? No. As a programmer, we have to inform what type of results do you require. If really we don't require, see, if you are not informed to results, if you are not informed to statement object, then by defaultly statement object is going to provide forward only result set. Default result set is forward only result set. Forward only result set. What it will doing? It is always reading the data from top to bottom. Always reading the data from top to bottom. Got it or not? Let's see. While by defaultly result set is pointing to non-record area. So I'm asking to the result set, do we have any record in our record area or not? If you have any record, next method returns a true. If a true means while block will executing. Now here I'm writing like a system.out.println prod underscore id, prod underscore name, prod underscore price. Let me execute this program. Run as Java application. Yes, we got all the products IDs, all the product names, and all the product prices. See what we understand. We're asking to we are asking to statement object to create a result set. But what type of result sets do you require? We didn't mention. If you are not mention anything to statement object itself taking care to create forward only result set. What is that? Forward only result set. What is the meaning of forward only result set? Reading the data from first record to last record. Reading the data from first record to last record. Let us try to read previous records. See what happened after reading the each and every column. RS dot first RS is pointing to non-record area. RS dot record, RS dot next. Yes, record is there. If record is there, it returns what? True. If record is there, it returns what here? True. RS dot next. It will go to next record. Yes, record is there, returns true. Again we are using RS dot next. X record is there. RS dot next. Yes, RS dot next. Yes. Okay, RS dot next. So like this, we are keep on moving result set cursor from last record to first record to last record. RS dot next. Do you have any other record? No. Returns false. While false. While false means what your condition file is coming out of the loop. Now rs dot previous, actually this method intention is it will go from bottom to top. So now presently my result set is pointing out of the table. Now from out of the table I'm trying to push my cursor. I'm trying to push my cursor into the last record by writing what? rs dot previous. By writing rs dot previous method. But is it happen or not? Can we able to push our record from last record, our control from result set cursor from last record out of the table to last record or not? Let us try to write this line of code. Let us try to write this line of code. rs dot previous. Just I'm checking, can we able to use previous or not? Can we able to send the result set cursor control from out of the table to last record or not? Chalo, let us try to execute this program. Then you will get invalid operation on forward only result set. So what you understand from this discussion? How do you know whether it is a forward only result set or not? How do you know whether this is forward only result set or not? Yes, by seeing this exception like sorry, you are using forward only result set. JVM itself telling you by defaultly statement object creating which type of result set? Forward only result set. On top of the forward only result set, previous operation is invalid operation. Applying the previous method is invalid operation. Applying previous method is nothing but trying to read the data from bottom to top. Trying to read the data from bottom to top. Okay, this is what exactly forward only result set. Whatever the programs we seen in our previous sessions, every program is belongs to forward only. But I didn't highlighting this type of information in the previous sessions. Now, observe here. Now let us work with scrollable. Let us work with the scrollable. Later we'll say what is the intention of say sensitive and insensitive. Okay, let us try to open this one. If you are not asking to statement what type of results do you really require, then statement object by default creates forward only result set. But now I'm asking to statement object I required a result set of scrolling. I required a result set of scrolling for what? Read only purpose. For what? Read only purpose. Result set conquer read only. Result set conquer read only. Now I'm asking to statement object I required scrollable result set. Okay, either you can use a sensitive or insensitive, your wish. We'll discuss what is sensitive and insensitive programmatically. And if here I'm using like here I'm telling to statement object like we required conquer read only result set, nothing but read only result set. I required scroll, I require scroll as well as reading only, nothing but I want to read the data from top to bottom as well as bottom to top. That's enough. I don't want to do any modification in the database table without writing any queries. If you want to update the data from Java application to database without writing any queries, then only we should go for updatable result set. What is that? Updatable result set. Got it or not? It's a very simple discussion. Nothing is there. Now observe. The same code I'm writing, Control C, Control V, but in this time I'm using previous method. So for our understandability purpose, let me do one thing. Reading data from reading data from top to bottom. Reading data from top to bottom. Okay. And another SOP statement I'm trying to write here. Reading the data from bottom to top. Reading the data from bottom to top. So let us execute this program, guys. Now there is no issues. No issues. Same. Code is same. Nothing is there. Only extra I apply these two constants. These two constants. So create a statement. Previously I used zero argument method. Zero argument create statement that I used. That's why statement object by defaultly creating default result set. But now in this particular time we are restricted. We are forcing to the statement object to create scroll sensitive. What is that? Scrolling nature as well as what here? Read only nature. Scrolling and reading. This is what exactly scrolling concept. Now, so what is the intention of scroll sensitive? What is the intention of scroll sensitive? Very simple. Keep on concentrate. After developing the connection with the database, we are always trying to do operations like reading, insert, delete, update, rename, truncate. So like this, we are performing different operations. Now, especially here, sensitive result set is after once we start reading the records from the table of database, if any updation happen in the table, those updations automatically I should reflect it to or giving to Java application. Giving to Java application. Then what should we do? Then we should go for scroll sensitive. Then we should go for scroll sensitive. So here very simple concept. Nothing to worry. Okay, nothing to worry. Please concentrate. What we discussed up to now. What is the use of the scroll sensitive? Meanwhile of reading the records from the database table, if any updations happen in the database table, those updations I want to read from the Java application, then we can go for what? Scroll sensitive. Okay, yeah. So if you want to get sensitive nature, we have to use one extra method. What is that? Refresh row. So please concentrate, my dears. Here I'm using system.out.println Java program under execution. Java program under execution. Little clarity purpose I written that statement, but that is not a logic. Now I'm trying to read the records. Now observe here, I'm taking one variable int count equal to 0. One intermediate variable I taken, one local variable to perform one small operations purpose. Here I'm writing like rs dot next nothing but if the record is available in the table or not. If available, I want to refresh it. Before reading, I want to refresh it. Again, thread dot sleep up to 20,000 milliseconds. Nothing but around 20 seconds. Thread dot sleep method will throwing interrupted exception. After that, after refreshing the row, okay. So at the first time I want to do refresh, not all the time. If count double equal to 0, then I pause my Java application around 20 seconds. In the meanwhile, what I'm doing, I'm going to database table. I'm doing update operation, update product underscore info, update product underscore info. Okay, set. What is that? Set product name, product underscore name equal to CJ. Just shortcut format CJ where product underscore price equal to 1000. Update database table like product underscore info, set product underscore name equal to CJ, where product price equal to 1000. But I'm not executing. For time saving purpose, I'm writing like that. I pause my, what is that? I pause my Java application. In the meanwhile, I'm going to the database and I'm updating the data. Okay, after completion of 2000 milliseconds, my who is that? JVM will refresh the records of the table, and after that it will fetching. After that it will fetching. This is what exactly logic. This is what exactly logic. Okay, this is what exactly logic. Got it or not? Okay. From second time onwards, I don't want to do this process. Count plus plus. That's enough. Count plus plus. If it is a 1, it will not stop my thread. From next time onwards, it will not refresh. Directly already refreshed. Update data came. Then again refreshing is foolishness. That's why I taken what here 0. I want to update my. I want to pause my. I want to pause my Java application only one time. I want to pause my Java application only one time. That's why using what a threaded count variable 0. If count variable become a 1, if count variable become a 1, what happened? If count variable become a 1, what happened? This condition will not be executing from next time onwards. See, now here I'm writing. I'm executing this program. See, blinking. In the meanwhile, what I'm doing? I'm update the record. Update the record. Better to commit also. Now, core Java become a CJ. Core Java become a CJ. Unsupported features refresh row. Unsupported feature refresh row. Yeah. Here, let me take this is sensitive. Here what? Sensitive. Here, observe. Refresh row. Yes, program under execution. Previously core Java. Now I'm updated with CJ. Now is CJ coming to our Java application or not? Is CJ coming to our Java application or not? So meanwhile of see already connection established, and I'm passing the control from non-record area to record area already entered. In the meanwhile of entering, what happened? The product name is what? Core Java only. After entering into the table, I pass my Java application. Nothing but I pass my reading process. In the meanwhile, what I did, I updated my database. Once updated happens, so Core Java to, what is that updation? Core Java to CJ. That updation coming to what here Java application. Who will do this? Who will having this type of nature? That is what exactly sensitive. Sensitive result set. Got it. So using only sensitive is not useful to update useful to read the updatable data from data from database to Java application. Definitely you have to take the support of sensitive as well as what refresh row. So what we understand up to now, how many result sets we learn? 2 result sets we learn. One is forward only result set, another one is scrollable result set. What is the forward only result set? It can able to read the data, only read the data from top to bottom. Only read the data from top to bottom. Okay. And next one is a scrollable result set. Scrollable result set means it will reading the data from top to bottom as well as what here bottom to top. Top to bottom as well as bottom to top. And in the scroll, we have a 2 types. One is the sensitive, and the one is the insensitive. What is the meaning of sensitive? What is the meaning of sensitive? After establish the connection with the database, and ready to read the data. In the meanwhile of reading the data from the database table, if any updation happen in the database table, those updations we can able to read from Java application with the support of result set sensitive. But if you now with the only result set sensitive, we can't do this process. We have to take the support of command. We have to take the support of refresh row method. Now let me try to do one thing. Instead of writing all the table names individually, let me use star. Now I'm executing this program. Yes, my program under execution. Now I'm converting CJ to core Java. Let's see. Yeah, core Java converted CJ to core Java we got. Now is this updation coming to my Java application? Is this updation coming to Java application? No. Again, sir, unsupported feature refresh row. Yeah, whenever we using refresh row, don't use asterisk symbol here. We have to use column names individually. We have to use column names individually. Now CJ I'm written. Now core Java to CJ. Yes, updated. Now this that CJ coming to here or not? Let us see. Are any problem? No problem. So here some restrictions are there. Result set type should be sensitive, and we have to use column names individually, 2 or 1 or 3, whatever it may be. After that, you must and should be use the refresh mode. This is the way we can able to work with the sensitive and scrollable. I hope you enjoy this internal. What we are going to learn, working with updatable result set. Working with updatable result set. What is the use of updatable result set? Without specifying queries, updatable queries. What is that? Updatable queries. Updatable queries means update, delete, insert. Nothing but your DML queries. Updatable result set is purely working on DML, working for DML operations. DML operations like update, delete, insert. So it will entirely concentrate on records of the table. Without specifying updatable queries in Java application, we can able to insert records into table. Update records in the table. Okay, update records in the table. Insert, update, delete records in the table. How to work with all these operations without updatable queries already we seen. Let me recollect that information. Let me recollect that information. What is that? Observe. Observe here. Int count 1, int count 1, st dot execute update, insert into product underscore info values ma underscore book underscore ht. Now here my book name is html, so this is the single quotes we have to write. Okay, now entering some price like 500. Now int count 2 equal to st dot execute update, st dot execute update product underscore info, set product underscore name equal to core space Java, where product underscore price equal to 1000. Equal to 1000. Yes. Int count 3 equal to st dot execute delete from product underscore info where product underscore price equal to 6000. We are writing manually query, insert query, update query, delete query, but with the help of updatable result set. With the help of updatable result set, no need to write any query. In the previous sessions, we discussed this type of coding. By writing queries, we can able to insert the data into the table, update the data in the table, and delete data from the table. But we can avoid that type of coding. We can avoid that type of coding by using what? Updatable result set. No need to write any query. No need to write any insert query, update query, delete query in our Java application to insert the records and update the records and delete from the records. Delete the records from the table. Got it or not? So how can we work with that? Let's see. I'm creating result set object. I'm telling to my statement to create a result set. I'm telling to my statement to create a result set, not a read. Conquer updatable result set. So all are capital letters, nothing but constants. Interface. All the variables by default public static final. Whatever the variables we have, public static final. Interface na. Interface variables are what? Public static final. Sorry, here I mention only int. No, but internally it will what? Public static final. Int this value. Okay, now let me write. First, let me what we can calling as perform operation like update. Perform the operation like update. Okay, very simple. First, let me show you what are the records we have. So, for reading the records purpose, we have to write this type of logic. Yes. For time saving purpose, I'm writing. Good. Right. So, to read the records from the table, we are using what? rs dot next, and after that we are going to read the data. So let's execute this program. Say happily all the data is printed or not? Excellent. All the data printed. Now let us concentrate. What is that? I want to update. The record. What should I do? Which record I want to update? For example, first record. How to go to the first record? rs dot first. How to go to the first record? rs dot first. Now, in the rs dot first record, how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. How many columns are there? 3 columns are there. Now, this record I want to update. Okay. Now, let us write one. Yeah, this record I want to update. What is that? Let's see. Let me write code. rs dot update string second column. Generally, second column is what? Core space Java. Now, my intention is core underscore Java I want to write. So, core space Java will convert it into core underscore Java. rs dot update int. Third one, I want to write like a 1500. After that, rs dot update row, rs dot update row. So like this, we can able to update the record. In previous applications, if you want to update the record, what type of code are you going to write? Update product name, nothing but table name, set product name equal to core underscore Java, product price equal to 1500, where product price equal to 1000. You can write like that. But did I write any query here? Yeah, we didn't write any query here. rs dot first, rs dot update string, rs dot update int, rs dot update row. So automatically what happens? Second column, third column is going to update. Second column, third column is going to update. Okay, program this application updated. This application updates columns of the first row in a table. Yeah, let us execute, my dear. Let's go and check. Let's go and check what is the output. Core space Java. What is the output? Core space Java. But here, let us check. Core underscore Java. Here core space. Here what we get underscore. And what is the price here? 1000. Here the price is what? 1500. Updated or not updated? Happily updated. So did I write any query here, my dear? No, I didn't write any query here. I didn't write any query here. Got the point or not? So this is the way we can able to work with update result set for what? Updating the data in a specified row. Got it or not? Now what I'm concentrating, sir, I want to insert, sir. If you want to insert a new record, rs dot, yeah, if you want to insert the record, we have to use one method, move to insert row. We have to use move to insert row. Wherever we can able to insert, wherever means whenever we trying to send the data from Java application to database, so database server is trying to place that record into the table. So whatever the position is helpful to place new record, we are passing our results at cursor to that space. What is the meaning of move to insert row? For example, there is nothing records in the table. First, I am sending one record from Java application to table. We'll go and place it in the table as a first row. One more record I am sending, second row, third row, fourth row. That means to inserting our record into the table, database server is using some cursor. That cursor will point into one position. In that position only, record will be go and placed. So I'm telling to database server, please move my result set cursor to that place. For what? Inserting the new record. So how to insert the new record? Update string. Okay, update string. Here I'm writing like AMA underscore book underscore mark. So here I'm writing like XML, and here I'm writing, this is what first index, first column, second column, third column. Here I'm just writing what 500. So after that we have to write one method. What is that method? Insert row. For updating purpose, update row. For inserting purpose, insert row. For updating purpose, update row. For inserting purpose, insert row. And which in see, this method is very, very useful. We must and should ask the permission to database server. Hello database server, will you please move our cursor? Which cursor? Result set cursor for that position which is useful to insert the new record. The position which is useful to insert the new record. So let me execute this program. What happened? This okay, this is the normal SOP statement. Leave it, go and check. So how many records are there? Totally 5 records are there. Core Java, Advanced Java, Spring Boot, and Yes, what is this? XML. What is this? XML. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So previously, did I write any query in my Java application? No. Now did I any query like update query? No. Now in this time, did I write any insert query? No. I didn't write any update query. I didn't write any insert query. But still, we can able to do the operation like update and insert. The previous program, in the previous programs, we are writing like update queries, insert queries in our Java application. But did I write any query related update or insert? No. Who is going to take care about that? Yeah, your updatable result set. Your updatable result set. Yeah, one more program is there to delete. For update the record, we require what? Update row. For inserting the record without any query, insert row. As well as move to insert row. Move to insert row. And next one is how to delete. If you want to delete the record, there is a method like delete row. Which record do you want to delete? Yeah, we have to specify. Which record do you want to delete? We have to specify. Which record do you want to delete? We have to specify. Last record or first record, whatever it may be. Yeah, I want to delete last record. Sir, I want to delete in the middle of the table. One record I want to delete. That point also I will discuss. Don't worry. Delete row. Let us execute this program. So previously we have what? XML, HTML, Core Java, Spring Boot, lot of things are there. Now here HTML is there. Now if it is a HTML, now what happened? Is HTML available? Here HTML available. Do we have HTML here? No. We don't have HTML here. We don't have HTML here. That means HTML record deleted or not? Absolutely deleted. Did you write any query like a delete from product info where product name equal to HTML? Did I write that type of query? Come on, my dear students. Did I write that type of query? No, I didn't write it. But still deleted or not? Yes. How? With the help of this updatable result set. With the help of updatable result set. So what is the use of updatable result set? Without writing any query like update, insert, delete, nothing but without writing any query, if you want to perform DML operations on top of the database from Java application, we are using updatable result set. That's enough, man. So here, sir, why do you write all this time? No need to write this reading. No need to write this logic. Okay, just for our convenience purpose. Yes, we reading, after that we are deleting. For that purpose only I'm writing this one. Now let me use asterisk symbol here. Let me use asterisk symbol here. Invalid operation for read only result set. So what you understand from this discussion? Whenever you working with the updatable result set, don't use what? Asterisk. Better to mention names. Better to mention names. Yes, very important. Very important point I want to discuss with you right now. Now I'm inserting some record now. Now I'm using columns like whatever the order we have in the database table, same order I taken previously. But I don't want to take same order. I want to take a different order. Product price, product ID, product name. What I'm doing, what I'm writing here, HT. This is what HTML, and this is what here 800. See guys, according to my table order, product ID is the first string, product name is the second string, product price is what here? Numeric. What is that? Int. So very good. Okay, let us try to execute this one. You got an exception. Why? Yeah, whenever we doing update, insert, delete, you have to concentrate on your come on guys, query, your query. Product price I mentioned, so product price become a first column, okay, product name become a third column, and product id become a second column. So whenever we update and insert by using updatable result set, that column indexes are column indexes and types are column indexes and types are not depends on your database table, not depends on your database table, only depends on your query. Now let us execute this program. What happened, you can understand. Yes, go to check, go to check. Yes, HTML added price like 800, and what is that? It ama dot book underscore ht. So what you understand from this program, very internal point I'm discuss. Most of the people, while they are using updatable queries, updatable result set, they are only focusing on the table, which the table columns order which we have in the database table. But here don't be order of columns in a table. Okay, you have to concentrate on what the query which we are using, the column names which we are using, the order of the columns, the order of column names which we are using in the query. Based on that only these indexes and types will be existed. Product price, first column. So first column is what type? Int type. But according to table, string, here int. So don't focus on table. You have to only focus on your query. Got the point or not? So this is the way we can able to work with the updatable result set, either for deleting or for inserting or for updating. If you want to perform update, then you have to use update row. If you want to perform new record, then insert row. If you want to delete the record, delete row. This is what exactly updatable result set. So according to last video and this video, how many result sets did I discuss here? 4 result sets. First one is, come on, forward only result set. Second one is scrollable result set. And yeah, yes, scrollable result set. Third one is updatable. Fourth one is read only. Read only. Scroll read only, scroll updatable. In the scroll again what? Sensitive and insensitive.